Larry, don't tell me you called. You know it, buddy. I did this in Trials and Tribulations, too. You thought Louise Donen was the only thing that's going to carry over from TNT? No, sir. Why am I drinking at a time like this? I trust you've been well, he said. Sorry. Oh! I need to blow my nose. Wait, oh man. Surprise! Now admit it, that was a pretty good Mr. Edgeworth impression, wasn't it? Maya, what are you doing here? I mean, I'm glad you're here. Larry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. But that's funny. He doesn't look very happy. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride. How are your legs, Maya, after that disturbing incident from Case 3? Sheesh, I'll tell you. Oh, well, you know, the bride, yeah, that's a funny story, you know, because, Maya, I know this is sudden, but please marry me! Dude. Why is it that the first thing that comes to my mind right now is a line from a John Mayer song? And that line is simply, turn 68, you'll renegotiate. Yeah, exactly. Nick, what's Larry talking about? He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride, anyway. Wow, poor Larry. That's a new low, even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriends never hurt anyone, right? More power to him. Oh, Maya. Hugs, hugs, hugs. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. But now that her training is over, she's back home here in the States. It's a pity we haven't seen what's-his-face yet. I'm not talking about Edgeworth, I'm talking about the other guy. What is it, Sodmati? Yeah. That's right, the new and improved Maya Fey is on the scene. Spirit and girl power, at the ready. I'm ready. Oh, look at you, Maya. All grown up and as cute as ever. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. How old are you now, anyway? Yeah, can we, like... Here, hang on. Okay, he's 34 now, but Maya's like 28, so that's not that weird. Emma's 27. Oh. Ellen's 21. Athena is 19. Trucy is 17. And Maya, yep, 28. We already established that in the previous case. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I'm 34 years old. What the hell am I doing hanging around with you cretins? I should be like managing a JCPenney or something by now. If I ever got married, I'd miss out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Okay, what's going on now? Surely Maya didn't come in the red car. There you are! There's my man! There's my man! There's my man, hang on. There he is. Edgeworth, I figured that car belonged to you. There was no way Maya and Larry came in a red sports car. They can't afford that shit. But when did you become Maya's chauffeur? Chauffeur. It's nothing like that. I just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. I nearly ran her down. Edgeworth, look at you, man. Oh, this is Miles Edgeworth. This is the reason for my game's success. Not me. He's a friend of mine and the district's chief prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately. Damn right, chief prosecutor got a lot to do. So what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? Oh, please tell me. Da 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 dum bum 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 bum. Yes. The incident. Just so you know, Wright, I am the lead prosecutor on this case. I... Okay. Take some deep breaths here. Like, seriously, get on with the game, I know, but I have to... I just need to relish in the absolute beauty of this moment right now. Because... Do you realize what this means? You know what it means. I know what it means, okay. I'm the lead prosecutor on this case, Jill. I have to read it over and over again because I still don't believe it. Okay. What? You? Yes. Are you afraid you can't beat me? It appears we'll be standing on opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. So I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. Oh my god! But I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? Because the owner of Sprockets and Company is my uncle, that's why. It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it amicably, right? Huh. What do you mean settle it amicably? Means settle it out of court. Well, yeah, that too, I suppose. They just don't want it to be public, you know, because it makes them look bad. Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout? Oh, they got clout and they're in the clouds. Yes, they have especially strong ties in both the political and judicial worlds. I don't think the band ever got the successful Phoenix, did they? I told you so. Their last album, Coil, peaked at number 19 on the Billboard charts. Number 19! That's not even the top 18! To the point where no one dares to oppose them. Except for me. Don't tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, Wright. It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last motherfucking one of them, especially that Mr. Payne, one of my subordinates, was loath to prosecute a Sprocket. Prosecute a Sprocket, that's a tongue twister. So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right? That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. For that is part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that. Not even the almighty Sprockets. Not even me. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. You know, I almost feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. All they got instead was you. Well, sucks to be them. Edgy, come on, man. How can you prosecute my poor sweet Ellie? What kind of heartless jerk are you? I'm the man who is after the truth, and you're going to lose this case. I almost want to lose the case now. I want to lose the case. I'm simply doing my job. And I'm warning you, Wright, I won't hold back. Not for you or anyone else. Thanks for the warning, your righteousness. Edgeworth, dude. Oh, I missed you. It's good to see you back in action here. So how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume. Of course, unlike somebody who has way too few clients and too much time on his hands. I guess that explains why your brow is more furrowed than the last. What even does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Like, a furrowed brow. I need to, like, Google that or something. I'm gonna Google it right now. Oh, man. Oh, God. He is such a badass. A furrowed brow is the forehead. That one's brow, with creases caused by raising the eyebrows in warrior question. By bringing them together, anger, causing vertical furrows between the brows, or by age, when those furrows are the least of your worries. Okay, let's go to images here. Oh, I see. Alright, okay. I think I get it now. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Take a beach vacation. Nice try, Wright, but as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy. Including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. So if anything, those furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. How old are you now? You're not 40 yet, right? He's 35. Wow, okay, so he's like, yeah. The district's chief prosecutor and my childhood friend, we used to go head-to-head back in his courtroom days. Well, baby, we're about to go head-to-head in ways you ain't never seen. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me? Phoenix going for the jugular over here. He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he? Oh, you're talking about the furrowed brow still? Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, Wright, I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries? No, I guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Larry, I never want to see you again in my life. Me? Dude? I'd like you to come with me. What?! You have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. Oh, that. Yes! Take his ass away. Take his farting ass away and don't give him any spare drawers. Just let him... Put edgy world pals, aren't we? That doesn't matter. Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. Well, Nick, help me out here, dude! Bye! I can see Phoenix with a huge smile on his face, just waving. I have never loved the sound of a car revving as much as I did just now. Never in my life. I think I'm actually literally telling the truth when I say that, too. Is it just me, or is Mr. Edgeworth as relentless as ever? Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out. Well, Nick, we better hop to it, too. Hop to what? You're not gonna hop from the ground up onto the blimp. Investigating the crime scene, of course. You ain't got no partner with you now, and Emma's off schmoozing with Sadnati, so it's you and me, pal. Oh, don't say pal, it makes me miss Gumshoe. It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is gonna be fun. Fun, huh? It has been a long time, though, since we were last together like this. Oh, alright, to the crime scene then. Oh my god, I can hug this girl. I love this girl so much. So much time you spend knowing somebody. And like, when I hear her theme song, I legit get teary-eyed when I hear it. It just means so much to me. Can we, like, talk? Yeah, hey. Might as well jump right in, I guess. So, what do you think? Well, let's see. I think the inside of Mr. Edgeworth's car smelled heavenly. Oh, apart from Edgeworth's car. I mean, how could it have smelled heavenly with Larry in it, though? I mean, do you have any ideas about this case? Sorry, I can't think of a thing. Well, you don't know anything yet, so... But what are we wasting all this time with thinking for? There's investigating to be done. Investigating! I don't know which syllable to pronounce anymore. Oh, I can't wait to see what kind of evidence we'll find. You seem really excited. You bet, Nick. It's been so long, man. Let's do this! Dynamic Duo is back in the saddle again. Let's go round them up, partner. Alright, let's get to it then. So what do you think we should do, Maya? Isn't it obvious? We start by investigating every single place that has anything to do with the case. And then grill every single person involved. Her enthusiasm is kind of overwhelming. You know you love it, Phoenix. You know you do. Lest we forget, the end... Wait, okay. Well, don't just stand there. Say something. Yes, ma'am. Louder! Yes, ma'am! That's more like it. Remember the end of Case 2-4, how happy Phoenix was to be reunited with Maya? Seriously, that was like one of my favorite moments in any of the games. So anytime they're together, I always think about that, because I know that regardless of how much banter goes on, they mean a lot to each other. And why am I talking about this? Jeez Louise, man, let's go somewhere. Let's go bowling. Move. Reception hall? How are we gonna get up there? There's probably a staircase or something that goes up to it. There probably was a staircase right there, and I didn't even notice it, but, anyway. Ooh, fancy, fancy! It looks like the Gaylord. Are you kidding me? It looks like the Gaylord! So this is the reception hall. According to the pamphlet, which you never looked at, we're right here. We're on top of it? Oh, jeez. At least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh, okay. There's a lot to look at here. Oh, look, Nick. It's Emma. Emma! What's up, girl? Hey, Emma, over here. Hi. Mr. Wright, does this mean you've taken the case? Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. So do you mind if we take a look around? Not that we want to. Oh, be my guest. We pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead. Now's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too. Cool. Ooh, I've missed this music. I feel like I haven't heard this in a really long time. Unless I'm going crazy, which I probably am. I was about to say something else there, and whatever it was, it probably wasn't necessary. Judging by what we're looking at right now. So what happened? Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about this case. Okay, let me look at the pamphlet real quick here. Just a quick once-over here. Okay, so it's like a map. Looks like there's columns. So obviously, well, those must be elevators. Yeah, there we go. And then there's one going up to the whatever, the cabin, the hold, and the hall. Okay, it's not that complicated. Vista deck, peggable lantern, peg a cow lantern, sweetheart table, other tables. Okay, let me see if I can adopt my best Super Mario Sunshine Pianta voice for this. Flying Chapel pamphlet. Love is always in the air on the Flying Chapel. Woo-hoo-hoo. The only wedding venue sure to make your dreams take flight. After the ceremony out on the Vista deck, Sprocket Aviation's majestic Pegamoo mascots will light up the happy couple from both sides of the sweetheart table. Woo-hoo. Alright. Something like that. Anyway, Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about the case. So you think you could give us a rundown against his will? Well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuting, I'd expect him to be tight-lipped about it. I'd expect him to, I mean. But me? Nope. I'm just going to put out for you all day long, boy. What did you just say? Wait, that was me that said that. Jeez, man. I'm getting my headcanon mixed up with my head here. When I say my headcanon, never mind. The incident occurred yesterday on September the 20th. It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay. Got it. By the way, what... Okay, so it's September. So you would have been able to tell, like, if there were 2 receptions in a row, you know, that the second one wouldn't have been over till 1 in the morning. I don't know. You didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you? What the frick did you just say? What do you mean? Nothing. Forget it. That's pretty much the response I expected. She didn't even flinch. This girl's seen some shit, let me tell you. The victim's name is Dumbass Gloomsbury. It's Dumas, you dumbass. He was a servant in the Sprocket family household. Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means 2 of them were co-workers? Yeah, they apparently knew each other. Well, I should hope so. They're getting married for crying. Or wait, no. No. Soren was the... Okay, my bad. I don't know why, but the first one I saw that cutscene, I thought he was the husband. Anyway, Mr. Gloomsbury was the lead servant, after all. He was very serious about his work, but he was also a very closed and private man. He was the jealous guy, okay? Oh, nice to see your eyes again. So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back. Haha, very funny. If he was the lead servant, he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. Which means he had the right to kill her. No. Which makes the police think Ellen killed this man. A guy who was essentially her boss. We don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her. And what circumstances are these exactly? Well, some of her in-laws heard an announcement from Monokuma saying that a body had been discovered, and then when they went and found it, they just said, oh, she did it. Anyway, they saw the aftermath, is what she said there. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands! She killed him to ease his suffering because she knew he was jealous. Do the police have an explanation for that? Yeah, about that. It means she did it. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back. Oh, okay. Why would you say that, though? Well, your servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Gloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. It ain't the money he was jealous of, dude, it was the pussy. So this Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first. But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick? It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that, but I wonder what Edgeworth will have up his sleeve to counter that claim. Probably an updated autopsy report saying, oops! You know what? He was actually sawed in half, and she did that too. But wow, servant girl marrying the future president of such a huge company? This canker sore is driving me crazy. I'm sorry if my reading's a little off. It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale. Kinda does, doesn't it? Oh, you read my mind, Ella! I love you! I swear to God I said that before I knew she was gonna say it. Oh... I love her. I'm so sorry, I love you. What am I doing? Are you hearing this? Oh my god, I'm losing myself in my true self. This is not happening. Let's just go on. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Not everyone was on board with her union, apparently. Oh? A star-crossed marriage. Okay, so the murder weapon, what was it? A hammer? A sledgehammer? So what was the murder weapon, Emma? This... oh no! No, not another one of these! This cook! With a secret mechanism built into it. Well, to be fair, the two other cases where a clock was a weapon, I never Let's Played those. I didn't because I'd already seen them at that point. I started blind with case 1-4 way back in the day. This cook with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here in the reception hall. We saw it in the cutscene. When he was like, when he had her out on the deck and he was trying to push her off, you could see it on the ground, right? It was on display here in the reception hall. Okay, so the suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered. So the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? But that's funny. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell. Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence. But there was definitely a luminol reaction. And it matches up with the shape of the injury. So it's gotta be the murder weapon. What a funny looking clock. Are we not gonna say anything about this? Because it's kinda hard to forget. They call it the timekeeper. The idea is that it's a time machine. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a blimp? Every time the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day. Oh, I see. So it's a figurative time machine. A metaphorical time machine, as it were. A time machine, huh? Come to think of it. If you're gonna build a time machine into a blimp, why not do it with some style? Ellen said her pendant was a part of a time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works. Timekeeper! Added to the court record. The murder weapon, dubbed the Timekeeper. It is a clock with a secret mechanism. But we don't know what the secret mechanism is yet now, do we? That's the fun part. Star-crossed marriage. Speaking of which, Emma, I want to ask you something. The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on. So she was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself. So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? I guess it's not surprising that that ruffled a feather or two. Yeah, apparently the groom's parents and all of his other relatives were strongly opposed. Oh, huh. But he wasn't opposed. And that's bravery right there. Like, to go against your family when they don't want you to marry someone. They probably didn't want him to marry her because she was poor. That didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity. Oh, is that how it works? Yup. If you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I don't believe you, but okay. I spent all of my spare time in Karine watching soap operas on TV. Oh. Not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya. I don't know. I mean, maybe a little bit. Oh, and by the way, let me sway for you. I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment, too. Harassment, actually, but... I don't know. Ever since I've heard Percy in the Green Mile pronounce it harassment, I kind of like the way that sounds. I don't know. And from the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her. Oh. So even though this incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who opposed their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now. I wouldn't be so quick to say that. Like, if she gets off, if she gets innocent, which we're probably going to do, which means Edward's going to have to lose, which is shitty. Because I don't want him to lose anything, because I love him, too! I want him to marry me, too! Anyway. Well, okay, so what else can we present here? Present my badge. As per usual. Is there something I can do to help you with that? Actually, I was hoping it would help me move my investigation along. Sorry, that's not going to do much for you here, I'm afraid. You need to be a real lawyer. Oh, don't look so glum. You have to keep a positive outlook. Oh, she's so happy. Why don't you take a break with something sweet? Like you? I highly recommend Snack Hooves myself. You want to try some? You just happen to have some right here. No thanks, I appreciate the offer, though. Suit yourself. You don't know what you're missing. Aww. So you're sure this is the murder weapon in this case? Positive. Well, she did the luminol test. It matched up with the... yeah, the victim's injuries. Okay. I see. I dare say that if somebody were to get knocked over the head with this thing, it's more likely to cut off their future than send them to the past. Very poetic. Can't disagree with you there. Man, you gotta love a girl who can make an allegory like that. Allegory can be gory. Well, let's examine the Gaylord, shall we? Oh man, zooming in over here. Alright, so Sweetheart's table, I take it? Yep, where the bride and groom sit. Where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean? Yeah, I know. I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though. Oh, they're all eating too, they don't care. They say the newlyweds are usually pretty busy during the reception, you know? They have to greet and talk with all the guests that come to give their blessings. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner. Or each other. Aw, I wouldn't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it. They say brides tend to have an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. With those tight corsets squeezing their waists, they could barely eat a bite. Really? Sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture. I guess food still wins out over romance in Maya's book. Oh yeah, good old Maya. My spirit animal. So that's the Vista deck out there. I think we fought Every out there once. I bet the view is amazing. But I guess it must also kind of freak you out, huh, Nick? Yeah, kind of. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. Well, we just won't fall then. When will we fall down? Hey, speaking of Toad the Wet Sprocket, that one just came on its own there. This must be where the time machine was placed. I can't believe that such a beautiful memento was used for murder. It's just awful. Nick, we have to prove Ellen's innocence no matter what it takes. I agree. We can't let this go down as the saddest flying wedding reception in history. No, sir. I think that about does it for this area. Okay. Doot 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 doot. Wow, look at the horns on this flying bovine. I mean, they got the riding the bull and everything. Jeez. This really is the Gaylord, with the bull in it instead of across the street. Seems he made it through the ceremony in one piece. Well, I should probably clarify that when I say Gaylord, I'm referring to a hotel. The hotel that MacFest is held in. And across the street, there's like a restaurant with a riding bull in it, so... By the look of those wheels, I bet he can be rolled around rather easily, too. Yeah, I bet it would be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. Especially across the street. And this is what the backside looks like. He has a butt! What's that by the bottom of his tail? A wheel handle? Oh, wow! You can hide in there. Yeah, change the light bulbs, I'm sure. I'm sure that's all that anybody has ever done in there. I see they left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted. I guess they figured nobody will see it, so why bother? Makes sense to cut costs where you can. Okay, so somebody definitely moved a body inside that thing. Can we get some luminol testing in there? Well, I can't say I see anything strange about this thing. I don't know. Well, there's one on the ground, too, here, though. It's like the other statue, right? Those two statues that were on the map? Oh, okay, here we go. This must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. Ellen? What, you don't actually think she did it? It looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken. That's not a cow, Nick. That's Pegasus, the flying horse. Don't you know anything? No way, it's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything. But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. So it's Pegasus, I tell you. Maybe it's... Oh, I know. That pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called a Pegamoo. I did not see that coming. Didn't see it coming. Yes, somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Oh, that's strange. What is? Well, this Pegamoo is definitely a male Pegabull, right? Yeah, I'd say so, but with the horns and all. Okay, well... that Pegamoo over there is also a Pegabull. But take a look at the pamphlet. See, the one on the right says Pegabull, but... the other one says Pega-cow, a female Pegamoo. So the Pegamoo is the male and the Pega-cow is the she-male. The female. Ugh. The pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple. So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of Pegamoos. Do I already see where this is going? Have they specified... okay, no, the groom is Soren. Have they specified... do we know who Soren is? We haven't seen this person yet, have we? Who's to say Soren is not another woman? But for some reason, there are two males here. Well, she's a female. It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of a blunder, though. I mean, I guess they have like a whole bunch of each one in storage somewhere. And so they just brought out two of the wrong ones. Alright then, well, in any case, we'd better check this thing out. Yeah, I guess so. So, there's the outline of the body. So this is where the body was found. And the first person to find it was Ellen. Ugh. Boy. Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found? It was dead, basically. Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. Huh. It's kind of weird that he would fall that way if he was hit on the back of the head, doesn't it? Seem a little strange, I don't know. There's something there next to the hand. What do you think this is, Maya? It looks like a fireball! Or a flower petal. What an unusual shape for a flower petal. It's like a wing. Do you suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall? No, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. I wonder where it came from. The future. Alright then. Something over here too, obviously. It's the wheel from the inside. This come from the lantern. Ick, it's covered in blood. Maybe it got on there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern? Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered with blood? That'd be bloody awful, to say the least. I'm sure it would. It's like a note here. Oh no. Another written note. Boy, they've covered all the tropes here, haven't they? Oh. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck. It looks like a note outlining the murder plot. Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush. Or it looks like it was smudged a little bit. Why do you say that? So the writing is only smudged, starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry. Oh, I guess so, huh. That's weird. I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page. Guess I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert, Miss BHE. Hey, even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly. Alright, let's get back to the note. Is it possible his hand was wet when he wrote it? So I can see that happening if you, like, have a sweaty hand, maybe, but... I don't know. That note was apparently written by the victim. But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like... That's what I was saying. Are you sure the victim wrote it? I sometimes write a note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, cod, onions, flour. Maya, are you craving curry rice or something? Oops. So, Emma, where's this Vista deck the note mentions? It's down, and we're gonna have to jump off to get to it. Oh, no, it's right there. Okay. So we planned on pushing Ellen off from there. What a monster. Alright. I guess that about does it for this lantern. Alright. Well, that's one more thing. I also noticed, well, oh, there's something up here. I see we have arrows to change the camera angle too, so I'll have to do that at some point. It's a hot air balloon, a symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think? No! Yeah. Well, either. I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well. I'm sure it's fine. Please don't let it fall on my head. Alright then. Chandelier, airplane. A model airplane, the perfect decoration for an airline company wedding. And a propeller plane like this lends the room of a great old-timey feel. It reminds me of the Wright brothers! Get it? Oh, I'd love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. Can you picture it? Yeah, he would weigh it down. Sprocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I could see it happening. Why didn't I think of that? I think I'll go suggest the idea to them later. Please, at least wait till after the trial is over. Yeah, who knows, man. Alright, I think we should change the camera angle then. Over here we have... It's a fog machine for the reception. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you dare touch it! Oh, spoil sport! That's because I know how you operate. Yup, I know you too well. Something on the table here. Is this somebody's wallet? It's Larry's! Isn't it? It looks just like his mustache and pipe when he's smoking it. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, man. Yes, it does. Guess I'll bring it to his ass later. Business card wallet. Oh, so it's just a business card holder. Alright, then. Well, that means he was here. Of course, who said he wasn't? Oh, no. It's one big partition screen. Industrial size, even. I bet it caused an industrial-sized mess if it fell over. And that's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya. What? Who's gonna test how stable it is? Just leave it alone, please. She's got the poofy cheeks. You might not want to be messing with the poofy cheeks right now. So there's the plane. We saw that already. There's like a boat over here. Anything else on any of the tables? Doesn't look like it. Alright then, off to the left we go. Is that a furnace, an incinerator or something? No. It's a fog machine. I wonder if they used it during the reception. Ooh! Hey Nick, go stand over there for a second. I am not about to do whatever it is you're doing. Just because, now go! Alright, alright. I got a bad feeling about this. Fogmaster 9000, on! Maya, no! Huh? Oh, nothing happened. Looks like it won't work without some dry ice. Darn it, all I wanted to do was surround you in a thick cloud of smoke. Okay, well, that's part of the court record now. A device... Whoa, wait. Wait, we're going back. I guess that was all of it. Huh. Well, I guess that about does it for the crime scene. Real quick, I want to look at this thing. Well, we got a lot of evidence in here suddenly. A device that utilizes dry ice to emit a large amount of thick fog-like vapor. Alright, so that's going to prove later on that somebody couldn't have seen something or something. Also, it looks like that fog blew out right where Larry was sitting, so it's probably him that we're going to be disproving. I don't know. Well. Hey, Nick. What's up, sweetie? I want to see the rest of the airship. We might as well, since we're here. True, we might even run into some of the other people involved in the case. Hello? Yusuke? Ding! What's up with you? Nick, how long has that guy been standing there? I didn't even notice until just now. I forgot to... Oh yeah, I did close the door. Okay. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation? It kind of looks like it. Is this Soren? Kind of reminds me of that Panties guy. Well, no, not him, but, who was that guy in Dual Destinies? That tall guy? Nope. Makes a perfect paper airplane. Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane. I guess we're supposed to read it then. Maybe he's dumb, like he can't speak. Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Well, that was a rather cold welcome. As cold as your blue-ass hair. Mr. Wright, Maya, meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation. Soren Sprocket, here we go. Or to put it another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation. So he's Ellen's fiance. He's definitely got to think. Boy, he kind of acts like me. Gee, I'm always like fidgeting with stuff. Oh, there he goes. He's kind of an eccentric. I hear he's the genius inventor behind many of Sprocket Aviation's business successes. A lot of S's there. An inventor, huh? Yep. He even designed this airship. Oh, that's pretty impressive, considering it works. Nick, this is no time to be standing around gawking. But he was beautiful. Oh, we have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen. Oh, right. It looked like he was heading outside. Well, okay. Any more stuff I can present to to Emma here? Maybe. It's absolutely unbelievable. What kind of monster would plan to commit a murder on somebody's happiest day? I take it this means you don't have any significant new leads. Or significant other, for that matter. No, I'm afraid not, on both counts. Well, what about Sadmati? Well, he turned out to be too boring for me. You? No, I got nothing, got nobody. Wanna go out? Wish I could be more help. You can! Let's go out! Oh, I'm sorry about this. Well, thanks anyway, I appreciate it. All we do is keep on keeping on, right? Yep. Okay, well, before we go to talk to Yusuke, I want to do one last thing, because this has been bugging me ever since. I want to go check and see if I missed something from Larry's dialogue. And, I'll just go check a video. In fact, I'll probably check Nico B. That thumbnail. I told you we hated this guy.
No!
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 No!